Me, Kylie, and Ray are on our way to go pick up 8 surrenders. So me and Kylie are on our way to pick up 2 more owner surrenders.
I don't need anybody dying.
She's holding her leg like it's...
It is Monday. Me, Kylie, and Ray are on our way to go pick up 8 surrenders. If any of you have seen our Facebook, we did a fundraising post for them, and today is the day that we go pick them up. So Doug was meeting us here to help us pick these guys up. He's already got one on the trailer. Now we're gonna try and get this one on. You're okay. You just say no. Good job. Here you go, check it out. There you go. Get them back legs up.
There you go. Get your leg up. Get your leg up. Come on, buddy.
There you go.
You better go down.
Good girl. Good, honey. Yep, those are your friends.
Yeah, good girl.
Girl.
Up. Follow your pen. There you go. There.
So we got 3 of them on Doug's trailer. He's gonna back me in here, and we're gonna get 2 more on, and then we're gonna bring these guys back to the shelter, and we'll have to come back for the minis and the donkey. Good girl. Boy.
Good girl, up you go. Come on.
Good girl. There you go. So Doug is here with the first load of horses. We're picking up 8 owner surrenders today from the same place. Marissa and them will be coming with the other trailer. My understanding is they have to go back for a couple. They wouldn't all fit on the trailers, I guess. Hopefully their halter broke. They look tied. It's a good deal.
Holding it out there on me.
It's not a knot.
Okay, you can hold.
Oh, you're a big girl.
Yeah. I don't think she trimmed the ponies, I know.
Oh, okay. It's mud. You can do it. There you go. So this is mom to those 2?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, so we are back. We still have to go get the minis, but it looks like a couple of them were unloaded. All right, and we'll pop these 2 off. Okay, honey. There you go. Hi. Yes, you can go see everybody. Who's this?
That's Dakota.
Dakota.
He and these 2 are.
Good job. Okay.
You coming up, Zelda? I don't know if
And
this...
they're a day apart in age, and she's 3 days
Come on, you wanna
younger.
come up?
Okay.
They're all 12.
Should I give this to you? Sorry.
You got it, honey.
Come on, up you go. Come on. Let's go. Come
Come on,
on.
Zelda.
Come on, Zelda. Up we go. Come on. Go.
Come on, Zelda.
Come on. You go.
Good girl. Go on, Zelda.
Come on, Annie.
Come on. There you go, Zelda. Come on, there you go. Up you go,
There
up
you
you
go.
go.
Good girl.
Good
Come
girl.
on.
Up you
Come on.
go. Up you
Come
go.
on.
You got
Let's
it.
go. You almost got it. There you go. Come on,
You got two
Zelda.
whips right
Good
there.
girl. Good girl.
I didn't realize we had left them.
Yeah,
Come on, Zelda. Come on.
Do those stretches.
Let's go.
You got it, honey. Lift up those legs.
I can't lift too much, girl. Your legs are under the trailer now.
You get that up there. You don't want to get it up there. Come on. Let's
So
go,
they're
Zelda.
good, but I don't.
And a leg up.
Come on, Annie.
Yeah. Get about 10 more people. We can just lift.
You're the last one.
Your turn.
Come on, Karen.
Yeah, you know the drill.
Come on. Let's go.
Good job. There you go. So we are back with the littles. Their friends are waiting. We're gonna get them unloaded. I'm not sure if they're going out into the pasture or not yet.
Take him. We'll try to take those two.
You got it.
There's only one open, right?
Hello. All right. We're going in the barn, I think. Come on. I think we're gonna pop these two in with the other one. These guys are all very excited to see each other right now. All right, so as soon as it's dry outside, we'll get these guys out so they're not crammed up in a stall. Hey, kids. So me and Kylie are on our way to pick up 2 more owner surrenders. They're both in their late teens, and from the sounds of it, they need some feet work and aren't the best for their feet. So we'll pick them up and get them back to the shelter and go from there. So we have arrived. The woman said it was going to be too hard on her for her to stick around and watch them leave, so she left. It's just me and Kylie. She said she wasn't able to get a halter on this one, but Kylie was. Good job, Kai. But yeah, these 2 needed some corrective trimming, they said. Their feet don't look too bad, but they definitely need to be done. Oh, hi. Hello, cutie. You're okay. Okay. Hey, you want to come out here? Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Hey! Yeah, she's kicking out at me. Just be careful. You're okay. Hey. You're okay, honey. You're okay, girl. Oh, girl. You're okay. You're okay, honey. She is so scared right now. Yeah, your friend's on there already, baby. Oh, girl. You're okay. Good. Good. Okay. Okay. Hey. Oh. Just relax. Just relax. I don't want to get too close to her behind. Oh, honey. She is quick with those back legs. You're okay, hon. Your friend's on there. You're okay, just think about it. You're all right. No rush. Yeah, calm down. Chill. You're okay. Oh my goodness. So Kylie's gonna get out. It's just not gonna be safe for her to try and get out with those legs. Good girl. Good girl. I don't want to get kicked back here either. That's why if I close the door and it touches her, she's not going to be happy. Come on, girl. Good. There you go. That was the idea. I don't know why she's doing that, honestly. She's just that ticked. She's just that ticked, I think. So I went and got this gate because of that. Hey, she cut herself. Girl, you just gotta calm down, honey. So we just got Tonka and Beauty loaded. Beauty was a bit more difficult to get into the trailer, but with all hands on deck, we were able to get her in, and we're headed back to the shelter. So we are back at the shelter, and we are gonna get Beauty and Tonka off and settled into the barn. You got it, Beauty. Good. Come on, Tonka. There you go, honey. You're okay. Step. Good. Good. Good girl, honey. Girl. I did it at first, too. Good job. Both girls.
Oh, both girls.
Yep. All right, now we're going to go into the barn and get them in a stall. Pauly will be out tomorrow and we can get those feet looked at. It's super windy. Good girls. There you go. So Sally here is a previous Ponytails horse.
Adopted in 2015. She was the winner of our first Trainers Challenge.
Adopted in 2015 and the winner of her first Trainers Challenge. She is back at Ponytails. Hi, honey. Hi, girl. Hey. Welcome back. Sally's gonna need her feet done tomorrow also. She's cute. I know. Good job, honey. So Pauly is here today. We're gonna get a lot of the surrenders looked at. We've had a lot of surrenders here, so are you ready? So we are gonna start here with Beauty and Tonka. We're gonna pull Beauty out first and get those feet checked out.
Okay, hey. Hey. You're gonna be okay. You're okay. Hey, just relax. Hey, it's okay. She's right here. It's gonna be okay. Okay, see your feet? I'm not gonna hurt you, I promise. She's got the classic appy paddle feet, like, Raphael. Same exact. Overdue. Oh, honey.
Yeah, she stated specifically that they needed corrective trimming.
On the backs, for sure. The fronts are just long, overgrown. It's nothing major. She's just... spoke too soon.
Yeah, I always do.
You're okay, just relax. She'll do good at. She'll do good at my house. Easy. He'll override him. And I think if you put a twitch on her, she's gonna kill all of us. Hey. Easy now. Easy, honey. Easy, easy. Oh, she's got thrush super, super bad. Yep. Okay. Yeah. The frog's like gone. Yeah.
Oh, what's that from?
Just where her frog was, because the thrush is so bad.
Oh, poor girl.
Which is odd for how much thrush we've seen this year, because it's been dry. I mean, I understand, like, if it's a horse is in a lot and the water tank runs over, I'm guilty of that. I think every horse owner has overran a tank, but
She's mad.
do we want to maybe, hey, Kylie, let's come back to her in like 4 or 5 horses. Hey, I want to take her home. She's just really like this in the back end, and even in the front a little bit, but it's probably been some time since she was trimmed, which is fine. We'll just clean her up and see what she looks like from there, because she's grown out that much. But and I'm kind of worried on why she keeps holding that one leg up.
Maybe she's gonna kick you.
Glad we're both mentally prepared.
Come on, Paul.
She's big.
She's so big, she's just gonna push through whatever she wants. Oh, you're gonna be fun. Don't you dare squish me. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. Hey. Hey. Just in case. Was there the pasture they on? Was it like hilly? That was like they're really muscled up for just being pasture horses. I mean.
All slanted and up and down like this. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, almost looked like a halter horse.
Good thing she's got bigger legs than a horse.
She's not 1,500 pounds on a double aught size shoe. Okay, I just don't want her to flip out.
Let's not.
Especially if she's got to come home with me. I don't want her to hate me more than she's already gonna.
Well, Beauty and Tonka are pretty worked up, so we're just going to let them settle in for a bit longer and get comfortable with everybody, and we'll try their feet again next time.
This one has to be foundered with. Like, he could hold water in the middle of his back.
She. This is the little Jenny I told you about.
Oh, and you're nice, donkey. You even got the tufts on the end of your ears.
And a burr on this one.
Wow, you are healthy.
I can't reach.
Not many donkeys let you grab their ears like that without throwing their head. Come here.
So up next, we're going to take a peek at Lucky and Amigo to see if they need their feet done.
Oh yeah, they can use a treatment.
Do you notice anything on these guys, or just a trim?
Their feet look really good for minis for how old they are.
They're goofy.
Not
How does he look so far?
Pretty good for his age. I gave you guys his number to a guy. He's got 3 paints he wants to get rid of.
I haven't heard from them yet. Then.
I just gave it to him last night.
Oh.
It's like try to do the right thing, but I know they got a lot of horses, but too many. He's only got 3, but they haven't been trimmed since November of last year. I was actually surprised on how their feet looked as far as not being horrible. I mean, they weren't great, but they weren't like 6 inches shorter when I was done. But you can tell they're just never touched because it shouldn't take 2 hours to trim 3 horses. Oh, like South Dakota?
From the Hills, yeah.
The Badlands? Ooh. Yeah. Take it. It's just a cart and it won't eat you, I promise. She broke?
She was on time.
Okay. Just, well, your mom was saying how she was worried about the crack on the front left on the toe, but for how, just for how long she was, I think
Most of it.
more than 3/4 of it, and I don't know, Mustangs have got pretty good feet, so I'm not too concerned. If there's something to be worried about, we'll address it.
Boy, something really stinks.
That was me. I'm kidding. I don't know. Splurged the other day. I went and ordered I went and did my quarterly order for my stuff. And I was like, well, I was looking at some cows and bulls from Ryan. I thought, well, I better order what I need before I get carried away. Yeah, that took care of my cow fund real fast.
Yeah. So Sally's all finished. Got her feet all trimmed up, and we're just gonna keep an eye on them.
So we got a shoe here that is homemade shoe. Nothing fancy, just a piece of flat bar steel. Just punched, no V-crease, nothing fancy. But you can see it's offset in the sense of what you would use on a hind foot on a gaited horse. Technically a horse with a 4-beat gait, like a Pasofino. They get the real... So I used the idea of taking this for a horse that we had adopted from here last fall, Manicotti, the Bay Roan, who has a severe case of ringbone where his foot has almost shrunk, and over time he has spit out a few bone chips out the top, and after they come out, he's sound. But I've noticed he does need to be shod to stay sound. So what we did is we just kind of took this, and as you see, it's longer. A lot of people don't like these rolled heels, but with the ringbone case, if you don't want to use a natural wedge or like your natural breakover shoe, this is always an option. That way you don't have to put a wedge in there and do all the drilling and the tacking and, the riveting. You just have this, still keeps them on the toe. This is the same exact style shoe that we made for Sonny, the Haffy. So this is just going to offer, and being he wants to roll to the side to avoid that pressure, this will offer full support to where he can't roll, but he's tipped forward enough to where the pressure's off on both sides. So someday when we're slow, we'll bring the forge and maybe do like a quick 2-hour seminar. It might be the most boring episode ever, but someone can see a shoe made from scratch.
So up next is Rockstar.
Who found every burr in the pasture.
So being it's a mare, and her name's Rockstar, can we just call her like Joan or Jet or Tesla or, and something along them lines?
How do her feet look?
Really good, actually.
Midge.
So, I always get questions like, I wouldn't say oh, you're overpriced, but obviously one of the first questions you get asked when someone is Farrier shopping is, what are your rates? What do you charge? So you give them your price, and they either open it and don't respond, or they just say, okay. And when can we set up a time? Well, a little insight on what things cost. Now, you can go to Fleet Farm or any farm store and buy your, you know, $50 nippers that'll last you for 6 horses. And you can go buy a $20 rasp that might last me till noon. Like, I don't know, the other day I went and bought a new GE 14-inch nipper. After tax, it was like $310. I bought 2 case of the Belota Classic rasp. It's more of a, it's mid-grade aggressive, but I like the back for the smooth finish. And then I always keep the little duller one on hand for when I'm finishing up on shoes. That way, otherwise you'll dull them up so fast. Go through about 1 a day. So $45 a day just in a rasp, roughly. 35 to 45, depending on what brand or grade of Belota you use. And then I ordered a draft horse nippers. And that was after tax, $830. So $830. So it cost me probably $50,000 a year just to operate. And I always tell people too, like, oh, my horse stands good for me, but he never does when the farrier comes. Well, you can't do this and be like, oh, he stands. No, get your horse and get in there, and you don't have to squeeze him. Just get him in there. Get him in the same position. So that way when we come to do it, it's not something new to him and he flips out and, you know, lunges forward and breaks your arm or breaks my leg or ankle and, you know, and
then it's your fault 'cause
yeah, oh, my farrier don't have patience. We have patience for the horse. We just don't have patience for owners that are.
my horse doesn't like my farrier.
Yeah, it's, you know, and as a farrier, when we see these posts on Facebook or, you know, text message, phone call, like, oh, my farrier ghosted me or I'm looking for a farrier, and it's, the first thing I ask is, how many horses you got? What kind are they? Who was your previous farrier? Because we all talk. Can we keep them on a schedule? Because, like, my schedule, I'm booked out till next year. You know, this time next year. And so if you only want your horses done 2 times a year, 1, it's going to cost you more because we're doing 6 months worth of work at one time. And they're generally not a pleasant to work with because that's probably the only time their feet get messed with. Nothing personal. It just, we don't get work comp. We don't get paid days off. We just go get a couple cans of Red Bull and some Tylenol or keep on hoofing. People don't like Clinton Anderson. I don't mind the guy, okay? He's very forward. He says it how it is. And I think a lot of people need to hear that because everybody went soft. I was raised in a pretty, I wouldn't say strict family, but if you wanted it, you worked for it. And my wife always says too, she goes, this time of year we feel like roommates because she never sees me. But, you know, things got to be taken care of. And so I always say I'm not afraid to work. But I always tell people, like, you know, what Clinton Anderson says. You can lead a horse to water and you might not be able to drink, but you can tire him out and then he'll be thirsty. It's just like a horse when you want him trimmed or shod. If he acts up, go lunge him. They're 1,200-pound animals. You're not going to hurt them. I don't say run him down a rock face, but go take him in some deep sand, run him. Make him think. Make him think. You don't have to beat him, but make him think.
So up next is Teo. Gonna get his feet.
Is he found her?
Gonna get his feet trimmed up. I don't know. He came from the same place Rock started.
That would be one to get x-rays on. You're all right. Slight case of founder, but underneath it looks like it's a minor case, just the way how the foot is, very decent shape. But the outside looks like it's a severe case with the growth rings like Daphne's.
Yeah.
So it'd just be, I trimmed her, balanced her. Him, sorry. Okay. Took the toe back as far as I can, but left a lot of sole just because I don't know the rotation. But this would just be one to, that way we know what we're working with. So I got this on Monday and I started nipping, and I was on like the 7th horse, and it started to bind and catch. Took it home, took it apart. There was a tiny, tiny, tiny piece of like filing from the rasp in there, and it was binding just enough to where I couldn't get it.
No way.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
I was, you could about imagine what I said. How planted did he walk up? Like, not,
I mean, he looked kind of almost like parked out.
yeah, I guess I would say he just, like a walker all, you know.
And he's been standing like that since he's gotten here.
Well, let's watch him.
X-rays.
Yep, and then if he's still like that next week, when I come back, we'll put bar shoes on him just to keep him comfy. Next week or the week after, I'm gonna bring lunch.
I like that.
Well, no, because didn't I start trimming last year right after the free adoption?
I think so.
It'd be interesting to see how many horses I've done in a year.
I could do it. I
Really?
Could pull it up. Yeah.
You think it's over? You think it's over 100? Now you behave.
Well, she was only with me.
The goat?
Yeah.
Great. Now, you're gonna behave. Quit. You were just full of spice and nothing nice. I'm doing fine. It just hurts. Uno. You bite me and I'll bite you. She thinks she's a goat.
Yeah. It's your Liberty horse. She's gonna bow. We're just, yeah, about her back feet and not going to the moon. I like her build and her head.
I do too. She got,
Ray's got like 5 horses.
I know.
Pending her house.
Well, now I have 10 acres. So.
This is true.
My
you got
goal
room.
big.
Ouch. You can't get stupid now. It's the last foot.
Good.
So Arwen is finished, and up next we're gonna try and get Jazz done. These two have buddied up, so they're a little ridiculous when it comes to each other.
It was doing fine.
Very nice feet. Take this one home too. And his back's look pretty. Someone like started trimming her, but then quit.
Gave up.
Maybe she killed the other farrier.
Okay, this is doing better than I thought she would.
Don't talk yet.
Take horses.
So up next we've got Simba.
To get him pulled.
Kristin took a peek at him and recommended that we have Pauly take a look and see if there's anything we can do for these feet and those pasterns.
He kind of walks like
He's got a pretty tail too. Yeah, like his left kind of
it's really shifted to the left.
goes right in front of, or his right goes right in front of the left.
And they thought it was his fetlocks were low.
His fetlocks are low.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, is this more of a neurological issue with his hips then, or I mean, what did she was it? Sure.
That's what we're kind of teetering on.
Because she was able to pull him, like, he pulled back a bit.
Did he resist? Did she do the tail
A
thing?
little, but she could pull
I
him.
mean, she's the
pretty
vet.
easy.
I don't ever question a vet, but I mean, women looking or just
Yeah.
Okay.
If you find something, let
The
us.
thing, like, so I was like, I went home and I was kind of like toying with my toy hoof that I got, my fake one.
Like a fake dental tooth almost.
Yeah.
That's fun.
But it's just a big molded hoof. So I was like setting it, jacking it up, but then envisioning like a low fetlock, and then you put a wedge in there with the shoe. Okay, you're putting the horse on his toe more, but then you're even putting more stress on that fetlock because you're doing this with your toes, but you're trying to relax your ankles, and you're just really gonna rock them. So I almost think I'm gonna have to trim him like a Pasofino. Is he a halfy Belgian? Or just a halfy? Okay. He's got like a real Belgian-y looking head, but he's a big halfy.
Head like my stew.
You like them halfies. When was he trimmed last?
They just said that literally, like, I think a month or a week before he came, they gave us
So like 3 weeks ago?
ish. More now,
Why?
Just looks long. I will say though, since it's rained, I haven't had to sharpen my knives every night. The other side will probably be the issue. This is all the weight-bearing side. Well, no, this would be the bad side because this side has less muscle. Remember that pony that we you got at that auction? You know what I'm talking about? It had like no muscle. Truffle. I mean, this isn't as severe, but. What did they say how he did with the last Farrier, or? Ooh. She's really resisting on this side. Not noticing any difference as far as like standing wise. What I will say though is this side obviously bothers him more, but as you could see from the video how he kind of was shifting to his left, there's just not quite as much. I mean, he even stands kind of more relaxed on the left side versus the right, and the muscle isn't quite there, and that's not just from him being relaxed either. There's just not muscle there. Kind of the same we had with Truffle. Didn't really feel, just more resisting. Just, I wouldn't say pain, maybe more stiff, like when we wake up in the morning.
When you first, I think he came the day you were here or something like that, but
2 weeks ago today.
you said you think he would be okay for light riding. Do you think that can change, or do you think it's strictly probably just gonna be light riding?
I wouldn't.
Or is it too hard to tell right now?
I'm going to go with both answers. It's too soon to tell, but as of now, just how he presents himself, I would say if you've got like a kid that's 10 or 8, or I mean just a lighter kid that just wants to ride something around the yard, around the house, around the pasture for, an hour, I think it'll be fine. Ultimately, he's going to be a pasture pet, but a usable pasture pet. At one point there was.
Some bruising.
Lots of bruising. That was a pretty good sized abscess pocket. It's dead. That's another thing I always get nervous of when there's an abscess kind of in this general area of the foot. Is it rotation, or is it just a rock? That's always one you just gotta
keep in mind when you go to trim, like, it's good to have a horse on their toe, but if you see that there and all of a sudden you go to nip and now coffin bone blows through. I'm more worried about, you know, this part of him and that versus legs and feet. You could try chiro. I mean, I would definitely, as far as feet go, fetlocks, everything, he's good for riding. But we got to make sure this is okay for riding too, you know. Checks out on my end. He'd have to check out on a vet and a chiro's end too before he can get the green light. But overall, he's healthy.
Yeah, because that right front, he puts it like right underneath
Yeah.
in the middle.
He's almost looks like he's walking on a cliff edge. He's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, really crosses over.
So up next is Elsie. Pauly took a peek at her last week and she did need shoes. He just didn't have the right size. So he was able to get those and we're going to get the shoes on her feet.
What you doing?
Oh, just kind of cleaning it up. It got a little wet.
Cleaning what up?
The shoe. Just had some rust on it. Looked ugly.
From here, probably 45.
Bad.
So the 8 surrenders that came in together were supposed to have had their feet done, but the half drafts, back ones, look like they might need some attention. So we're gonna have Pauly just take a peek and see if they need anything done with them.
Do you care if I just look at them? I know it's not this one. I just
Yeah. Hi, buddy. I don't know how they are. Watch him. His mouth is by you. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Get these horses.
I don't know. They didn't give us much information on them, truthfully. Say it. What? There's like no heel on.
Well, look, you can see him as he's walking uphill. Look at his heel on that right foot. See how he's got about this much heel on the inside and that on the outside. Cindy be opposed to just running these in and looking at them.
Well, ask her.
Like shit. Who the fuck trimmed them?
I can look and see if she wrote anything.
Nate really doesn't care.
No, we're gonna burn it. Okay.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
If you have anything to say.
I'm just gonna try and get him trimmed up quick, then I'll talk because he's kind of a puke. Okay. Backs are a no-go. He meant that. Maybe there's a reason why the back feet look shitty. Holy cow. Well, don't stick your head back there, though. Okay. Okay. Oh. Just relax, dude. Seriously, chill out.
This is Cheyenne. Oh yeah, the boy. The boy. He's a boy, right?
Just leave his backs go.
Yeah, this is the one with the half drafts.
They bred this little ass thing to a draft horse? Why? Why?
They were supposed to be the kids' horses, and then the kids just didn't, and there they sat.
Christ. Just behave.
Back her up some.
Grab, if she gets too stupid, grab her right here. It's not gonna hurt her. Just don't get it on camera. Bitch.
Yeah, let's come down here, guys.
Okay. Quit.
You're right next to two of her kids.
Quit.
I forgot they came with her.
Enough. You fucking bite me and I'll bite you. Put her back. Put her back. You're not severely overlong. I don't need anybody dying.
So Pauly is still here, but Kristin did just arrive. We've got 21 horses that she needs to take a peek at, so we're gonna get started.
I don't want to poke it anymore. That's blood. We're going to hold it off for a minute then. That's odd. I thought we'd get some cool pus out of it.
Like a smear, or just put it?
Yeah, if you just want to do like a blood prep. Yeah, yeah. Just like a CBC type prep. Is it over there that she's got the microscope?
In the tap room.
Oh, I was like, where's she going?
We need to build her a room too.
Yeah. For how mobile it is. We're losing the barn. Glad that wasn't in the middle of something. It's peeling the wall off.
You guys okay? Don't put your head through that till we fix it. And don't put your head through it at all. Ah! Oh my goodness. Montana, hey! Hey! Don't do that.
I can't believe it just was blood. Well, we'll just watch that, make sure it doesn't get any bigger. Did the previous owner say anything about it?
She just said this is here.
Well, we'll see if there's anything unusual, but it looked like straight blood to me, which makes me wonder about what her jugular is, or because if it was an old hematoma, it shouldn't be just straight blood. It should be separate, like turning into serum. So we'll see.
Today too.
Huh.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, it coagulated like immediately, so I didn't get the best. But
Okay.
didn't
Well,
hurt
we'll
at
see.
least.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Jazz is done then. Okay. Let's take your temperature, sweetie. 99.9. Everything looks fine there. And we got to double check how old you might be. You look like... Oh, look at that big old hook. She probably could use a dental at some point. So you thought that she was, they said 20?
Yeah.
Looks fair to me. Look at both sides.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's almost like a fishtail. So I got to imagine she's probably got some good sized points on the sixes.
Yeah.
So
In the back.
yeah, because
Like normal
the
red blood
do you see the lump on her throat?
Yeah.
And that was-
Are those her lymph nodes on either side of it?
Well, I thought it would be, but it's pure blood. So
I know. Well,
it's interesting. So I don't know if she banged herself before she got here or what.
I mean, it coagulated really quickly, but
So maybe it is just like a
three-step stain. I'm not really.
Maybe it's just a hematoma then. And you said it was a mare. No, it's a gelding.
No boy.
Gilding.
I'm seeing boy parts. Yeah. That's so
Trying to
loud.
listen.
Hey, sir. Get your little butt. Did somebody nail that down already or just kind of calm down?
There was a really heavy panel out there. I drug in front of it.
Oh, okay. He's right here. He's right here.
Winded up a long time for that outside.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Full on Bray. Can't you see him?
The other two,
Oh, they all came from.
same place.
Look at your cute little ears. Can I see your little teethers?
Yep.
Look at you. You got a full size halter on you. Don't nibble on me. Don't nibble. Let me see your other side. Thanks for letting me look. They thought he was 12. He's got little hooks on his too. Yeah, I'd buy it. He could even be like 10 or 11. Oh, he doesn't really have a big.
Stick with 12, and if he's younger, great.
Yeah, yeah. He just has hooks on the corner of those incisors, but he doesn't have them on top. Yes, so I mean, at least he let me look, kind of. Oh boy, donkey time. What can you tell me about this feller?
Her name is Zelda.
Oh, it's a she.
Yes.
Hopefully I got all these genders right. I'm getting everybody. No, there's been mares so far. Zelda is a donkey mare. She's gray.
Supposed to be 12.
Is fat.
Is fat.
Probably metabolic.
That's the concern.
Yeah. But there's not very many donkeys that you see that aren't. Has she been sore or anything like that?
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
Only had her since Monday.
Yeah, that's true.
But it doesn't seem like she's.
It's hard to get to know them. Hi, are you a nice donk? Will you let me look? Kind of got like a little bit of an underbite. See that?
Oh, yeah.
That's why she has the hooks on her, the edges,
Funny.
her corner incisors there. Yeah, she's not very old though. Those are,
12's good.
yep, 10 to
Magical
12.
number.
You'd think it's like airbags under there. Oh my God. I've seen fat donkeys, but usually they don't roll quite like this. It's pretty remarkable. And you got the crest and it's breaking over. Yep. I'm surprised that that mini isn't super fat.
And the other one that came with them isn't either.
No?
All 8 of them are in with cows eating corn.
Oh. Hear anything through your fat. It's a long ways.
Yes.
Poor kid needs a drain, like a gutter or something to drain this.
Yeah, that's what Pauly said. You could just sit some water back here.
Yeah, this is honestly. I do have a guy that he's going to be training up a mini for. I'm going to put this in your butt. He's thinking it's going to be his beer cooler when he goes on trail rides, but it's such a short mini. I'm like, God, you're going to have to get off your horse just to reach down and get it. This would be perfect, right?
There you go.
Little cooler right there. And you can yell, donkey, and they'll come running up and you can get your beer. I know. You're pretty sweet so far. I guess as long as she's got food, she's probably happy.
Are you ready?
It's being slow.
Just let me know when you're ready.
99. All right. Looks all good. Let's see if she'll give me some blood. That's what we were saying. You two. I'm gonna put that
There's a
over
vein
there.
in there somewhere.
Yeah, right? I know there is. Her neck's not as fat as the rest of her.
Well, good.
Sorry, we're just teasing you left and right.
The best donkeys with a needle we've had for a while.
Yeah, we're done already. We got somebody close.
Right here.
Oh, hello. Oh, You're skinny. Kit, you said?
KIT.
All right, 20 plus. Well, we'll see. Hey, skinny. Oh, yeah. There's nothing there. There are some teeth in the back. Kind of hard to age them when there's no tooth left in that corner. But based on the surface of the... Probably deep into the 20s. Got a murmur too, so being an older boy, not surprising.
How bad?
2 to 3. Oh, your poor back. Does that hurt? But yeah, I'd say a grade 2 then, because it's not as loud on this side. Yeah, he's got hardly any. It's like the wall wants to kind of separate away from it there. Is Pauly still here? There you go, a foot for you. Feels like that wall's kind of coming off.
Not Coggins. Overhead. Just CBC.
Oh, shoot.
Then let me go get some CBC tubes. Oh, you didn't specify? I thought you did. No.
Oh, I just did the I just drew for the Coggins. Sorry.
Communication.
She must have had, like, my guess would be a nasty, nasty abscess one time. It's completely hollow in there.
On just the one foot, because they all kind of look.
They all look like crap, but
What
I
was
mean,
she looking at? I guess.
right here.
The whole.
And I think she said she thinks an abscess blew out the other front, but that
Really?
one, yeah.
I can tell right here. There's
Yeah.
one let go, but then. I mean, she could use a trim, but sorry. Well,
Because he's also.
Sounds like, yeah. Does it keep going down?
it's pretty hollow.
Interesting.
I don't want to get a massive abscess blow up.
Yeah.
God, your hands are just shot too, but every part of you is shot.
No, he's up there. Sorry, buddy, I gotta poke you one more time. Because he also doesn't have a lot of muscle. Would he back up towards us? Slowly. I mean, he seems to be picking him up okay. He's not. You guys just thought he seemed weak? You thought he seemed weak, is what they thought?
Well, I just thought maybe because he's got muscle disturbance out.
Yeah.
Maybe why he walks weird, but.
Yeah. Well, let's get some weight on him first. But of course, I mean, the way his back is, he could have something. So I mean, he's old. He could have something going on there too. But yeah. You're cute though.
I think we're gonna do some bar shoes too.
Bar shoes and x-rays once the machine gets
Bar
here.
shoes with some Equipack.
Sounds good.
'Cause,
He's ouchie.
Look at you stand, yeah. You're breathing awful hard, buddy. You're just excited? Ooh, you like that little pony coming in, do you? 99. Well, let's check your teeth and see if you really are. Yeah. Hi. You're less than 15.
Less than 15?
Yeah. Those aren't really down that far.
She said he was born, 2005.
Oh. I'll put him at 18. I mean, his groove isn't even halfway down. It's usually halfway down, about 15.
Okay, so what do you want to call him?
I think I would only put him at a little less than 15. Let's call him 13.
13. Sounds fabulous.
Yeah, that's right. And you slobbered on me. Wait. Yeah, those are pretty misshapen, aren't they? Really
He didn't want to
goofy.
take too much off until we had x-rays.
Yeah, they're just, yeah, that's weird.
Oh, Kristin.
Yes.
The machine is in and ready for shipping.
Really? I don't know if I want to poke any more lumps if I'm just going to keep getting blood out of them. I'll just watch for nasal discharge then too, because it feels a lot like hers. So I'm not really wanting to poke it in case there's just blood in it. And it's just on the same side too.
Yeah. We had one before, and Jim referred to it as a goiter.
Yeah, I'm not, but I mean, a goiter wouldn't give you straight blood unless I was super lucky
Okay.
and just hit a blood vessel right in it. But you can also see how they do when they're on good feed with supplementation, because iodine should make it get better.
Okay.
Because it's from lack of iodine that they'll get the goiters. And so they're going to eat better food while they're here.
Yeah.
And we are pretty iodine and selenium deficient in this area. Okay. Tony, what's your name?
Rockstar.
Love it.
Girl.
Rockstar the mare.
And supposed to be 20.
Welsh.
Welsh.
Oh, she is a, they have Welsh. Okay, I don't even think I have, there we go. Suppose you don't have any other, well, you're more of a flea bit gray, yeah. Could be a little less than 20. You're a head tosser. Yeah, you stop that. That's naughty.
Quite sure you know better.
Hey, that's naughty. Tony, that's naughty. I just want to see the actual cut surface of your teeth. Here's the thing, it's going to happen. Yeah, 17 to 20 or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop.
Steve.
Rockstar brat right now.
Yeah. Name you Taylor Swift. Is that blood on the ground or?
Possibly we had some ouchie thrush.
What's that?
We had some ouchie thrush earlier that bled some.
Oh, okay. Just checking. I was like, I didn't think I
Oh,
spilled anything or cut anybody. I know, you're so gorgeous. We all know.
up next is Lucky.
You probably have a bunch of Luckies already, right? Is a little mini.
Little mini.
And I thought I heard boy.
Girl
Oh, God dang it. I will get one of these right. I'm just.
is missing her right eye.
Oh, okay.
Hey, doll.
She's supposed to
She's
be.
supposed to be 20 something.
I don't know if you can read this. I don't have my glasses. I think that's her.
29. Okay.
Okay, so she is.
Set this right here too.
She's old lady.
These guys are different than the donkey, right? Or is that the same group?
Yeah, there was a group of 4 and then a group of 8.
Well, your guts are moving good. Could gain a little weight. Don't often say that about little minis. 99.4. I didn't look at your little mouth yet. Oh. I wonder if the... I don't know if the globe is in there, but it looks like she gets a little discharge out of it yet.
Oh, yeah.
You have to watch that because sometimes, I don't know if the eye was taken out because it looks like there's still corner of the eyelid there. Because usually if a vet takes them out, we cut all that, like the corners of the eyelids, and we take out like all the tear glands and all that kind of stuff.
She had actually sent me pictures of it. It was an injury. The whole thing was like bulging out of her head.
Oh, okay. Hey, you actually have teeth. Look it. Yeah, I mean, that groove is just hitting the bottom of her tooth. It's not coming off. You know what I mean? So early 20s, I guess I would say. But watch for this, though, because if she continues to have discharge and stuff like that, then some of that tissue might need to be taken out of there because like, it just looks like she still has all her eyelid left. And so I don't know. That's crazy. I just don't want her to get infection and irritation is all. No, I don't even... Oh, she just had some junk on her eye. There it is.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, it's on the surface, and then she's got a funny color to her iris. And I'm trying to decide if it's a hole in it. It is. That on the bottom, it's like she has 2 pupils.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So she's got iris atrophy. It's
Does
kind
that
of
contribute to blindness at all?
eventually because she's got some cataracts back there. But it's kind of cool because then you can see her lens from the bottom. So it's like, see, it's like she has 2 pupils.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So it's just a hole in her iris.
Oh, you poor old girl.
Yeah. Anything on your... Oh, you got nothing. Hi. You're pretty adorable. You have such a Minnie mouth. They get that kind of smiley face shape to the incisors on their bite, you know, like this. A little bit of a wry bite. You see that's kind of a sideways one?
Yeah.
Hi, let's still. She wants to take a picture. See?
Yep.
It kind of swoops up this way. Again, I mean, he's in his 20s, but that groove, it starts to go off the bottom of the tooth as they really get into the late 20s. Oh, you have some that have homes kind of picked out, you said?
Well, just Pauly.
Oh, are you serious? He actually does?
Yeah. She's taken quite a few from us too. Yeah.
He's going to start a competing rescue if you guys aren't careful.
Well, he asked today how to start a partnership with us.
Really?
Like to take some of, like, we're being like bombarded with surrenders right now. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, we can make that work.
Tell him we'll send all the donkeys and apps his way, even 100. Well, amigo, that seems okay. I mean, both of them could put a little bit more condition on since you can, you know, see the ribs, but unless they were getting kicked out, I wonder why they're thinner. You know what I mean?
You figure he's about 22.
Okay.
She's supposed to be 12. Mustang mare.
Oh, Mustang, huh?
Yeah. Reservation
Bay.
Mustang.
There's Bay on here. Come on, there. Do you have a little white on your nose? No, you don't. Oh, what do you think I'm doing, huh? Are you not a fan of nose touching? That's too bad. We're going to do it anyway. Yeah, whether you like it or not. I don't care. Can you hold still? Yeah, that side looks like 12. Oh, hey. You stop. Thank you. Yeah. 10, 12. Oh, what am I doing back there, huh? I'm just trying to push the button, like be really gentle about it, 'cause she's like, whew. I had a guy ask, and they didn't have a facility, and I'm like, have your mares ever been palpated? He's like, no. I'm like, we'd need pretty heavy sedation, because it's not like cows, buddy. I'm going to take it out, so don't be scared. She's like, oh, in and out. That's both terrible. 98.6, you're a human. Good job. Did she get her toes done today? Perfect. Okay. I was just kind of surprised some of them that were coming in, their feet didn't look bad. I'm like, but Pauly was here, so he saw him first.
They look worse. He beat you here.
Yeah. Okay.
They just got here yesterday.
Okay.
They're Abby's.
And that's why he doesn't want to be caught.
So we're thinking we'll do what we can in the stall if you're comfortable
Yeah.
with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Are
if
they?
we pull this one out, this one's gonna lose a wind.
They're kind of butts then, huh? Well, Pauly can have them too. See, you look like you look like you're super chill.
She is. She's got a better mind than that one.
Yeah, well, I've watched her pacing all over. Sure, mid-teens.
I think she was supposed to be.
It said 18 on there, but this is a reason that we don't like to draw Coggins.
Yeah, right?
You
What is this?
You are the case study. What do you think, sweetheart? Are you going to enjoy this needle? Yeah, I think you're going to be just fine.
That one? Yeah.
You know, just massage you a little bit so you cool it. Tonka, you look like you're half asleep. You going to make it?
Ow. Don't bite.
Oh, she's grabbing you too, huh?
You're gonna be in hot water just because of your behavior.
What are we?
Feel comfortable going in there? If not, we'll
No, I'm just trying to think. If this one keeps her calmer, I don't really want to be in that corner. It'd be nice if they were, you know, swapped. Are you gonna cool it? See what you think of another human walking in on you. Just don't turn your butt this way. Hey. Hey, beauty. Your pupils are enormous. What was that? Kicks at the air. Does she She just wants to be looking at her buddy, I think, is the
Supposed to be
thing.
touching her. Even just being stalled, she's just constantly.
Wonder, it's like, can she see okay? Because her pupils are huge. I know she's really nervous. You just imagining ghosts behind you? Wow. You're reactive. I just thought I'd maybe let her cool it for a minute. Wave your hand in front of her right eye there, kind of gently. Her pupil just looks so big from here that I wonder if part of her problem is she could not see well. So she wants to know her buddy is right there. And then she kicks on this side, so. Don't you be swinging your ass our way. The pupil isn't the right shape either. It's not very responsive. I don't know that she sees the greatest out of that eye. So, could have some vision deficit on that side. How do you make this turn off? Hi, hi. What kind of cold one?
Yeah.
Oh, not the right kind of cold one. Hi, if I have my hand on you here, just don't nibble on me. Sorry, honey, you just have a weird heart.
Maybe.
You're gonna hit the wall, and that's gonna hurt. She does have a murmur. I wonder how far back we can go here. Hey, hi. I'm just gonna maybe go on Kylie's side over here. Between you and your friend, you just stop.
That's what she does.
Owie, what'd you do to your head?
She cut it on the trailer, loading.
Oh, you bugger. Hey. Watch your nose. I just want to really hear your heart on this side because I could hear a murmur on the other side. Hi. Stop. Got a pretty significant grade 3 murmur.
Grade 3?
It's a really interesting one. It sounds like a banjo. It's like, whoo. It's really high pitched. So it's kind of, I think, interesting sounding, but I'm into hearts, so. What do you think? Your friend is right here. You are a chunky monkey. Well, I've been informed that draft crosses are becoming very popular, so. Hi.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. One of those deals. You didn't have a little human to love you? You are young. Look at you.
Oh, yeah.
Those are babies. But you're another one of those mares with like a little tiny stallion tooth.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? And most of them that I've seen in the last,
Oh, yeah.
and they've been drafts mostly. She's got a tiny one on this side.
Interesting.
Hi, you stop. I'll buy 6. What were you looking at on her foot? You tuck your butt. Oh yeah. She about cut the bulb off there. Doesn't seem very lame on it, or lame at all. You gonna be good about me touching it? Well, it's probably old. And when Pauly gets a chance to work on her foot, he can evaluate whether that outside part feels like it's loose and whether she'd be one that would need shoes to help with the stability, because she keeps growing. She's got that crack, so it's like if she had cut it at one point, it's just going to keep growing a crack down because it wants to spread. She could be one that maybe when she's in the stocks and he picks it up, if it feels loose, then she would just be a shoe candidate. Okay. Would you let me touch it? Yeah. Oh, I don't trust you. I'll just take your blood. There?
This is the mother.
Oh.
This is mom.
Well then. Hi. How did you have those big babies? She's so fine boned. Dad must have been huge, right? That's the. I'm like, usually they can handle the foal, but the breeding. Good mom, huh? Yeah. Maybe I'll look into your. He didn't bite you too bad. That's nice. Something's clicking back there.
said doing some clicking back there.
So kind of like that eating.
Yeah. That's maybe we'll put her on the list for a dental if we have time. But yeah, they had her in her 20s.
Yeah, 22.
Maybe it's just because your front teeth are so long that they're hitting. And this corner incisor over here they're just not lined up right. I think these are hitting before her cheek teeth are, so it's probably making her have a hard time eating. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I believe that you're in your 20s. Your guts are just a-rolling.
Let's see if he does some acrobats again.
You are crazy.
Oh yeah, 12 is fine. Hi. The blind stick.
Hey, first try.
That was super naughty. These guys that are really amped up, I don't think it's worth taking their temperature.
I see Nate sitting over there having a beer celebrating my birthday for me.
Thanks, Nate.
Celebrating your birthday, you said?
Yep.
And there goes the rest of them.
Yep.
The Dalmatian crew. It's like that 101 Dalmatians when all the dogs are barking and communicating with each other.
Travels across the land.
What did they think she was in her late
17?
teen?
What happened to your tongue, honey?
It's like, yeah.
Holy smokes.
Oh my.
She got a cut.
Oh, baby.
Old cut.
Oh, there.
Yeah, I said she was 17.
She could be younger than that.
You think like 15?
Yeah, nice cut on the tongue.
Yes.
Relaying notes.
Look at that.
I'm taking a picture. Got it. Oh my goodness, it's barely even hanging on. I mean, it's hanging on, but you know what I mean.
Oh my goodness.
She can move it though. Good girl.
Look at this tongue ray.
To you.
She bit it off almost.
Honey. Well,
That's
you can't
wild.
feel that.
She
Or
well,
maybe
she
she
did say
can?
she was there's enough muscle in there that she was moving it a little. So I don't think we need to amputate. She can just keep it.
No wonder they
Like-
use bits on any of these guys.
Oh, about bit it off.
Little handsome, big handsome.
She's a big hand.
Little big.
Yeah, I can kind of see his mother in him, right?
A little bit.
In the face.
Didn't the other bear have the same where it was?
Oh, it's my foot. Hey. That was not nice. Yeah, take them fingers.
Can I look at you?
I thought I was going down.
I thought you both were going down, yeah.
Okay.
That was my foot.
Just a baby. Already got a stallion teeth. But you're not a stallion, right?
No.
So they surrendered the mom and the two kids. What about, did he have the stud?
No.
Okay.
And he had his feet done, right?
And Pauly found really bad thrush in the front, but that was it, hoof-wise.
And then wasn't it or was he doing this before, Pauly?
He was doing this before.
Oh, okay. I didn't see too much.
Well, I'll just take a listen and take your temp quick, buddy, and then we're going to move you around a little. Yeah. He could be younger. He could be more like 12.
12. Cool.
Just fell over.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's the more you walk him, the more he lets his. Got some strength. It's not like.
Yeah, he's not falling on you.
No.
I'd rather not.
He's fighting it.
Yeah, so he's got some strength there.
Didn't seem like
And
it.
now, then when he stands, you wouldn't hardly tell.
Yeah.
Let's walk him again. He really goes out in that left hand.
Yeah.
And he's even, the way his hoof is worn, I think this has been going on for a while.
I see how it kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't right.
And then the more she walks, the worse he gets. And then when we walked out the house, his foot almost completely slid forward. That's okay, but you can stop. So I don't know if that's a back thing, but I think he's going to be as good at resisting me
Right.
as he is. and you're turned out? Like, what's the deal? Ooh. A little crickety crack.
Don't.
So maybe it's a joint thing like that, like a hip and knee kind of thing, where he just really, it hurts and he's pulling it under himself because he's got the strength when he stands to resist me, which makes me think less that he's a neurologic thing. Right. Huh. I'm not entirely certain.
I was gonna say, so what do you do about that?
Yeah, well, there you just cracked again.
Yeah.
Stifles are awful hard to x-ray. He's worn his feet, but you said Pauly picked up his feet and he was creaking and cracking, and he was here too, which it's like, did he have an angular deformity and so he walks funny and so he's got arthritis and so he cracks? Right. Or I don't know.
Are we all misaligned?
Let's back him up. See if he can pick his feet up. Back. I might just have to think about it a little bit because it's so odd. We thought he was different. He's different. He's young though, so it's worth trying to maybe figure something out, but get him on some good food and I'll talk to some people.
She needs an eval so she can find her new home.
Oh, sweetheart. That'd be nice. So you can get out of this noisy place, right?
Yeah.
And you said you had papers on her or something?
Not papers, just they were
Pretty confident.
certain.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the Coggin said that.
Yeah, no, that looks good to me.
Okay.
Perfect. Early teens, 12 works.
Yes, this.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh,
This trachea injury.
yeah.
One
said she's gonna die, and the other one said she's fine.
Yeah, one said she's predisposed to her trachea collapsing if you work her.
and the other one said she's fine.
Yeah.
So, third opinion. Oh, I don't like that.
Do you want to touch it?
No.
Come here.
Makes me think like when someone moves their kneecap. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, but this is not, it's independent of her trachea. So like that's why I was feeling her trachea and moving that little lump around.
Oh, so it's not necessarily
Yeah,
attached.
this is, I have cartilages here and I can move this.
Oh, yeah.
And have,
Yeah.
this is still cartilage here. So it's like, that's fine. I have another horse I've been treating that I sent him to Stillwater because he had a funky trachea with a little bump and he was coughing a lot.
Yeah.
And they scoped him and it's just, at some point the cartilages can be damaged and they can make scar tissue. So as long as they don't go into the trachea and irritate, that horse got scoped and the injury did not extend into the trachea.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, well, if that happens.
Doesn't seem to bother her
This
any.
particular
So.
bump doesn't. So a tracheal injury. It is kind of like her trachea is kind of deviated this way a little bit from that. And yeah, this feels like it's more attached to this spot. You can feel all the little rings and
Yeah.
I mean, it feels firm enough that I don't know if it means it's going to collapse. You know what I mean? Like,
Maybe not quite so dramatic.
I wouldn't get it collapse anyway.
Cool.
So I guess I just wouldn't get that.
Elsie the first, Elsie.
Yeah.
But she is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It is hard when it's struck. That's a good question because I thought hanging out here earlier. But after all this manipulation, she has not coughed.
No.
No.
And we haven't really noticed her coughing.
No, I wouldn't get too excited about it then.
Okay, just watch it.
And then you'd say if she ever did have coughing issues and stuff, then it's not that hard to get it scoped and see what the diameter is and how it moves. Yeah, I'm not too worried.
Okay.
I mean, the air is moving through the trachea pretty smooth, so
Stop it.
I don't know. I wouldn't be worried. Perfect. All right, 98.5 was her temp. Everything else on fine.
All right. What's going on?
It's felt lock in the front.
So this is not what the X-ray is.
Correct.
They actually got it in 2019. It looked like it healed up, and then in August he re-injured it.
Okay. And they didn't think the X-rays had like any sequestrum, like bony pieces left or anything like that?
So that's not
Maybe
even.
they did both at the time.
Well, that's what I was wondering about this.
Yeah.
So that's been there for a long time, but he's doing the same thing on the other side. You see, it's kind of all banged up.
So these are all the left front, not the back.
Like we thought.
So what's all that stuff in front then? All that junk. Oh, that's that.
That's bone.
Oh, don't.
All this.
Oh.
And then even up here.
Okay, so that
Is that?
is that, not that.
So these people didn't even know what the x-rays were.
No.
Oh, geez.
Because, yeah, that's way up on this cannonbone. This
Yeah.
is actually at the fetlock joint, which is kind of a weird spot. It, like, has the appearance of ringbone. The ringbone's usually down here.
Right.
And he's only 12.
Supposedly.
OTTB though, and
But I think we have.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's not good. That's pretty bad.
He did race a few times.
I can't believe you can hardly...
Hey.
Because of how worn the right front is, too, I wonder if he's getting this, too. So that's a really high ringbone. I would assume it's some sort of ringbone, unless he had injured maybe the front of him, and that was more of a reaction. Because it doesn't even go laterally.
That one's so hard to see.
Look, if you look low, it looks like a scar. But see, he's banging up the front of his right, too.
Yeah.
So... Like your wheels they're not right. Did you have a third one?
On a line.
Yeah.
And that's another AP. Oh. You know what's really funny? We're remodeling the clinic, and she goes, "Do you have any use for those X-ray viewing lights?" I threw it away.
No.
And I'm like, nobody looks at X-rays anymore.
Here we are.
So we don't have an X-ray of that one, but he looks like he's over in the knee in both fronts.
Yeah.
And so the question too is this really a reactive thing because he has bad conformation? And you could even see, hi sweetheart, like his ligament in the front here is really prominent. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not real excited about being touched, so that could be more of an attachment point. That's really, really horrible.
If that,
But this side, I think, is going to do the same thing. It feels like because it's all roughed up.
Does he have scars on that side too?
Looks like it. Or mud. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I can't tell.
So did it happen because of an injury, and then it damaged both the fronts, or?
Well,
Did he
the
fall down?
second
Does he-
injury
That's
was
a different-
received by getting caught up in a fence.
Supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly.
Allegedly. We just need to add that behind everything
Yeah,
we
because
add.
these were also x-rays of his left hand.
Yeah.
And that's just a whole lot of cow flesh, so that's another project if y'all want.
Well, what's his quality of life really overall is the...
I don't like the way that X-ray looks, and it obviously doesn't feel good. He doesn't even want me touching the tendon, and he's doing the same thing with this leg here,
Hey.
where he's kind of, he's over in the knee.
Even doesn't this seem like awfully large protruding?
Yeah, his knee does. Would you let me take it? Ooh, that's all he's got.
Oh,
That means
Where it crunches.
at 12.
And then this is all he's got for
you know,
fetlock.
by erasing that too.
And the fetlock should bend a lot more than that too.
Yeah, but his quality of life.
It's pretty much the cap of an OPP leg of 15 if you're lucky.
So, yeah, he's basically, I would say it looks like a ring bone. I don't know what it was caused by in both the fronts, and you just watch him stand on it, and he just doesn't,
Yeah, he doesn't even like
he doesn't straighten.
his legs.
So it's almost like
It's
he had
kind of
a-
like Sunny
Getting like
in our fronts.
but then he can't bend the knee either. So I bet you when were those x-rays taken?
2019.
2019?
probably considerably worse right now.
Yeah, I would imagine. So the x-ray, if it's about to get shipped, if you wanted to, I would do both fronts plus his knees, because I bet you that there's just an awful lot of arthritis and bridging happening in all those limbs. And yeah, and you would really think that it would feel better to like put the weight on the back so that he's not putting pressure on the fronts where all that extra bone is, but I wonder if he hardly can't, like if it's like pulling it, you know?
Sorry,
All right.
Sorry, bud.
So it's another rainy day, but me and Kylie are on the road again to pick up 2 more owner surrenders. We don't have too much information about them other than they're supposed to be really sweet, so hopefully loading goes easy and we can get them back to the shelter.
You couldn't take care of them?
More goat friends. Hi guys.
This black mare,
Hi.
I love her. I put in with every new horse I got because she would never, ever, ever hurt a horse.
Hi girl.
And she takes care of this guy all day long.
Hey honey.
The goats ate my tail.
So we have Timon, which is...
Timon should be about, what Missa tell me, 15.
Okay.
And she's supposed to be 22.
And her name?
Libby.
Libby. Liberty. Okay. Hi.
it beautiful? And
She
she's that
is.
harmonized where she never fades.
Hi.
She said, I'm the sweetest thing ever. I'm
you-
gonna miss them.
Hey, bud. You want to come back with us? You and your friend?
Tell me when you're ready, because I'm out of here.
All right. Can you go first, honey, and then your friend can come? It's okay. Friend's right here. Here, I'll even bring your friend up behind you. You're okay, girl. Good girl. There you go, honeys. Good girl. Step up. There you go. All right. We got Libby in, and now we're going to get Timon in. Go with your friend, bubbies. Yep, check it out. Check it out. You got it, Timon. He's okay. Timon's feet are a little sore. Oh, there you go. His feet are a little sore, but no, just I don't want him to end up underneath her. He's trying to eat an alfalfa cube that he found on the floor. All right, let's head back. See you guys later. So we are back at the shelter, and we're gonna get Timon and Libby unloaded. Hey, friends. Hi, Timon. You got it, bud. She's coming too. Come on, buddy. Good boy. You got it. Good. There you go. Good girl. All right. Pop her in with Timon. So Val has just arrived. She's our chiropractor. And she's got a few horses that... Hi, long time no see. Good. She's got a few horses she's got to take a peek at. So up first we've got Aria.
We're seeing with Aria.
Our vet flipped her over and was thinking potential back injury. We noticed she stands with her back like super hunched underneath of herself.
Okay.
She wasn't thinking neurological.
Do you see any gait abnormalities out in the pasture or?
Not that we've noticed, I don't think.
Okay.
She hasn't moved a whole lot, just kind of a walk, you know. But,
You're too young for that.
yeah,
Okay.
she's not running around, don't they?
Which is odd anyway.
And she did get her feet done yesterday. She was the one, I believe, that didn't really want to support herself in the stock and kind of dropped all of her weight onto the chains and wouldn't hold herself up. Yeah.
Okay. Did she have particular issues with picking up the hind?
I think she had more problems in the
Okay.
front than in the front.
How long has she been here?
Almost a month.
Okay. Hey, I think that we could combine you with some of those horses outside and probably get about a perfect horse. Right. So we have severe muscle wasting in all of the core muscles. So traps, longissimus, middle glute, you have no butt. You have a beautiful blonde mane. Neck is not too bad, so I think a lot of this may just be disuse, and obviously she hasn't had enough food. But Could you square her up a little bit? I realize she's not a showmanship horse.
We can certainly try.
Perfect, right there. So right side, quite abnormal. So you can almost see that step in the muscle, and she's not perfectly square, which is fine because you can still evaluate. We shouldn't have that big dip on the side of the spine. So I have a feeling we're going to have weakness that's probably more located in that right. Easy. You're still too young to have this crap going on. So she can resist, but for a horse this size, she should be able to resist me a whole lot more. Let's see how the right side is. We don't have a whole lot of tail to pull.
And actually, now that I think of it, I do recall Cindy saying she thinks she was lame or off in her right hind.
Okay. So actually pretty good muscle engagement on that right. So let's see if she's a little bit better on that left now. Yeah, better, because now she's like, oh, I understand what you want. Still not as robust as we really should see with such a big horse. Hi, hello, I'm sorry, I'm gonna goose you. You have 0 butt tuck. You can see her trying, she's twitching. She's like, oh, I kind of want to lift it, but I can't. And same thing with sternal lift where she's trying. She's trying to engage here, but there's nothing to lift. So I think you're one big mess. Not super impressed with triceps for such a big horse. Same thing with pecs. I would expect a little bit more development, especially if we're compensating by shifting our weight forward. But again, she's malnourished. So let's see what we got. I promise it does not eat horses. Good gravy. Yeah, it's even worse from this angle where there's this huge divot and we actually have a much more prominent hip bone on this right side than we do on the left. May have to go up one more level because I'm 2 feet tall. At least in the front, she's equal on both sides. We're not having the mismatch, so we have equal amounts of muscle atrophy on this thoracic trapezius on both sides. And she resists really well when I'm doing the stretch. Need a little extra. I'm not as young as I used to be, I'm sorry. Oof. Good girl. So we have no movement in the spine between here and here. She moves pretty well in these upper thoracics. So we've got something going for us. But here, so that's probably right around T11. We get a little goofy. I know, it feels weird. Here, ooh, that loosened up an entire section. So that T11, she's still a little ouchy on, but now we actually have a little bit of wiggle as we come down. T18. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, interesting, okay. L2. She's adjusting really nice. Like she's adjusting easily. You got something else there. Ooh. butt wiggle. Nice movement in that right hip. Not bad in that right. You're an interesting one. It says here, let me accommodate. Ooh, my gosh. L5. She's really cool because you can get like, you get one vertebrae moving, it seems to loosen up the entire segment. That's super cool. A lot of times I don't get that. Put it in the 3. She's adjusting really nicely. Fabulous. Okay, can we flip her? And I'll do the other side. If I don't need to get down, that's awesome, because then there's less risk of me injuring myself. Nice. Her pelvis is actually moving decently. I think a lot of this is from not being able to engage the muscles because the back just isn't moving. So that's good. It's not surprising considering that she has the weirdness going on in her right side of her butt.
Is it tighter on the right?
Tighter, yeah, but it's more soft tissue-wise than chiropractically. We're fairly equal on both sides. Well, thank you for finally giving me licks and shoes. Mares, never fails. No, we're not done yet. Okay, we're doing the block. A little bit in that 5, not much. Hey, it's still not going to eat you. No, you don't get to eat it either. Ooh. I know, I'm asking for weird things, aren't I? You're all right. I know, I'm suddenly taller. It's weird. Yeah. She says I'm skeptical of that adjustment. Hi. Thank you. Mares, never fails. There you go. Okay. Let's see if we get any sort of butt tuck now. Ooh, kiddo. Oh, look at that. Boom. Says I'm trying. There, a little bit. General conditioning, butt tucks, sternal lifts are gonna help. So working on that core is a huge thing. Everybody can work on their core, but her especially, because that's gonna support a little bit more normal movement back here. She has equal strength in her tail pull side to side. So I think that just doing those butt tucks and the sternal lift is gonna correct a pretty decent amount of what's going on in her hinder. But I think we need to build this top line before we can really evaluate, do we need more specific rehab in that hind or not. So yeah, hills are great. If she's walking up and down hills, that's gonna help a lot, but fabulous. Okay, she's done.
This is Phantomus.
Phantomus.
I've just been noticing he's on and off laying, kind of randomly he'll start walking and be super sore. When he first came in, we thought possible navicular.
Okay.
not so much anymore, but he does still seem like he gets sore in his feet. Our vet has took hoof testers to him, and he was all good there, so can't really pinpoint why he comes up laying the sword every once in a while.
Interesting. Does he have lifts in his shoes, or is he just shod flat?
I think those are just basic shoes.
Okay. We'll see. This could, it feels actually restrictive. So we'll see what we got when we're adjusting that. Got a little bit of a weak core. We got a decent dip right behind the wither. So we'll see if well, pretty good with the sternum lift, but I would like to see him more like this, just in general, because that's going to support riders a whole lot better. So thoracic trapezius, equal both sides. Not sensitive to any kind of digital pressure. Yo, Harry, you found some good mud, didn't you? Pretty decent buttock. There you go, buddy. It's a little twitchy in the beginning, more of the like, what the hell are you asking me to do, lady, than necessarily painful. Right side absolutely more brisk, but we'll test out that left again. And we're still a little twitchy, like stronger response this time, but we're still getting kind of a mild giving out frequently. So I think we have some dysfunction going on there somewhere. Pretty even bilaterally. If anything, I'd say the right is just a little bit smaller than the left, but we can have that just from handedness anyway, so I don't get super wrapped around the axle for that. I like the ones where I don't have to have 8 bales to get up to them. Not sensitive to distraction, that's great. I'm not surprised because we weren't sensitive to digital pressure either, so. Good job, buddy. I know, I do weird things. Oh, licky chews already, huh? Hi, found it, did I? He's going to be a mare. He's not going to release it. Okay. Settle. You're all right. Better. Aha, ha, ha, ha. Oh, found the magic button. And then not reactive in those areas. So a little goofy right here. We'll see what we got. There it is. No, I don't like that. Yeah, so with this kind of stuff, like when I'm finding those areas of sensitivity, they're very specific for this one vertebrae. Obviously affects the one ahead of and behind and vertebral segments and whatever. But that's the kind of weird stuff where it is absolutely can be intermittent, and it can be, well, we're fine with this rider, but not with this rider because their seat is just a little bit different and they'll cue a little bit different. And those are the ones where it's very much like, well, let's try this and see if we fix a lot of the behavior problems just by adjusting. He's got enough, and it's spread out enough that, yeah. I'm sure some days it'd be like hills are hard and I don't want to do it. And I learned how to ride a buck on an appy when I was 11. I was very good at it. He was very good at bucking. Your butt on crooked, sir? I really want the donk to be vocal, but I haven't heard any brays since I have been in, and I am very sad. Look at that, yeah. You gotta have your swagger so you can get the girls. Right side lateral is definitely worse than the left. It's all in a chunk. It's like all of the lumbars on the right are stuck. We're not getting any kind of movement. And he's obviously uncomfortable because every time I'm getting one of those, we're shuffling around. At least the withers are good. Like, we got something. Right side's really good. A lot of times when we're having some of those restrictions, if it is truly scar tissue, stretching is going to be the biggest thing to help. Weirdo. Okay, I know. That was so odd. You got haze sticking out of your mouth. How are you going to get the girls when you're not put together? Why? Not super wet. You're cheating. Cheater. So that giving, but this is engaging, oh, thank you, is engaging C2 instead of actually turning the vertebrae that are further down. So it's cheating. You're recruiting the C2 when you lack movement somewhere else. Would you stop? There, thank you. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Peace out, guys. I'm out of here. Head on straight and your butt will be on stop. Now you're being a turd. I didn't get it yet. Thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry. There, good boy. Do you need a nap? I'd need a nap if that were me being adjusted. Okay. Give him the day off, see how he does tomorrow. He had significant amount going on in his back. That would absolutely contribute to the weird on and off lameness, the weird on and off attitude issues. I mean, besides the fact that he's a nappy. So we'll see. He would absolutely benefit from some sternal lifts. I'm less worried about him in general than Aria because he already has a decent top line. It's not fabulous, but he doesn't have these huge deficiencies. And he was still able to do the sternal lift. He was able to do the butt tuck. But it's one of those things that as he goes, strengthening that top line is going to make it so he's less likely to need me often. So that's always a good thing. Cool. He is done. Okay, this is truffle, right?
Yep.
I have a cat truffle patient. Doesn't look anything like you. Girl, you look good. I mean, once we fix that leg. She looks Patella in nature. Stupid kneecaps. Obviously lame in the left hind.
Yes.
How long has that been
Ever
going
since
on?
we got her, that kind of thought muscle wasting,
Okay.
possibly injury.
She had, it looked like her hoof wall, part of it might have been missing, but then when our farrier did her feet, he was able to trim enough off to where it kind of canceled it out, so she wasn't missing a whole chunk.
Let's see what you got, baby cakes. Hi. Such pretty well muscled, like for her size. I can tell she has a very upright head carriage because we have overdevelopment of these ventral cervical muscles, and then there's like, wait, where's the rest of it? That's not uncommon in ponies in particular, but it's also a form of compensation where she's been having to throw that head. Okay, so tight in these lumbars. She's not super reactive, but we are getting a little bit more of the muscle fasciculations just as a like, hey, I don't like that. So I absolutely agree with your vet that we got some muscle wasting, but then the big question is why? She's holding her leg like it's...
And she did come from Austin as well.
I think you can even kind of see down on the hoof there.
Yeah. Girl. So her patella is actually clicking. So that's why I'm making the face, because every time I touch it and try to do this, go click. So if I vomit, that would be why. Yeah. Yeah, and she says, ouch, that hurts. So, I have a feeling, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt you. Yeah. I think that patella is not where it's supposed to be. It doesn't seem to be tracking actually on the, so it's supposed to track in the middle of the femur, and it's over here, and it hurts. So whether this is from injury, I think this would be a long-standing injury. I don't think this was something like, hey, it happened like right before she came here. Even with a couple months, it could be. She's gonna be an interesting one to try to rehab. I'm not comfortable like actually popping that guy back into place. Will she back? Good girl. Because sometimes just the act of backing can put it back in place, but I'm worried that we actually had an injury enough to that the end of the femur that it's no longer holding the patellar ligament the way it's supposed to, so it can't kind of trap that patellar ligament again. Easy, I know. I'm not gonna mess around with it, honey. Let's check out your other one, baby. Right feels great. That's exactly where it's supposed to be. And she doesn't care at all about me monkeying around with that patella. I can adjust her, it will relieve some of the secondary stuff, but the rehab that's used for doing a luxating patella is a lot of this kind of stuff. What you're trying to do is strengthen the adductors, abductors to keep that kneecap running in a straight line the way that it's supposed to. But she can't put any weight on it because that kneecap is luxated and it is stuck luxated. It's not just like, oh yeah, it pops out and then she, and it pops back in.
Stuck out of place.
It's stuck out of place. Hers isn't going back.
Yeah.
And it's painful because there's a lot of swelling there too. So this is one of those, I completely agree with your vet that, yeah, we have muscle atrophy, but I think we have muscle atrophy because the kneecap is completely
Been stuck out of place for so
dislocated.
long.
Yes. So then at that time, you get so much scar tissue formed that even if you pop it back into place, it's not going to stay there. So I don't think this is a very good prognosis, period, with what's going on. So the option would be like a standing sedation and then trying to manually replace that patella, I don't think she has and I don't think that has a high likelihood of actually working anyway.
Not long term.
No. So I don't think she has a very good shot period. So yes, I can adjust her, but I can't fix that.
Yeah, Chandler.
Chandler.
Yes.
How long have you had Chandler here?
Just a few weeks.
Okay. Auction
No.
or surrender? Okay.
From a breeding program, correct? Yeah. Yes, she does.
Just because you have a stallion and you have a mare doesn't mean you should match them together. Not in there. Now, you can get genetic abnormalities in anything. Like, genetics is never 100%. Oh, I know you tell me all about it. What I am suspecting highly is that we have vertebral malformation, so we're getting this kyphotic area in the hinder. Hello, you have very cute little hooves, I know. Let me see. You are tiny. So, is he a quarter horse?
Is he away?
You're still pretty damn tiny for 2. Does he have all of his permanents? Well, some anyway. Can you see?
Our trainer ran out to grab Shawnee, so he'll be with you guys in just a sec.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah. We have Cairo, so if you guys could just wait over there, that'd be great.
He's under 1.5 because he doesn't have any of his permanents. So
baby.
He is baby. So when I'm looking at kind of these, most likely this is a congenital condition where this is not an injury type thing, as in he was born with vertebral malformation. Then what I care about is he painful? Because he could live a really great life as a pasture pet, potentially, if he's pain-free. Like if this is just how his vertebrae go together, it's how his vertebrae go together. So if he's pain-free, cool. He is not a riding prospect.
No.
Period. So we have areas that are stuck, and he's obviously sensitive in those areas. This is going to be, at least from what I'm seeing right now, he's generally non-painful, but we either have some areas that aren't moving correctly for him and what he is able to do anatomically. I am simply, I have my hand on you. Some of this may be I'm sore, so I'm trying not to move that area. Yeah, you see, I'm not trying to hurt you, darling. So, he's...
It's like, are you sure?
So, for him, this would be one, he's young. We may find that as he grows, we actually get more problems because he's obviously not going to develop correctly. So it's reevaluation as he gets older. Okay, are you still non-painful? He's going to be one that's probably going to need chronic adjustments just to keep him pain-free and pasture sound. Yeah. He may have 0 issues as he goes, but he's going to be predisposed to injury in that area. He's going to be predisposed to instability in that area. Do we know? Yeah. So, and we don't know unless we do actual x-rays, but x-raying even in this small of a horse, that's like university setting to get something powerful enough to actually get through there. So 50-50 shot, maybe. Intermittent luxating patella. So now you have cool guy diagnosis for this. Okay, which leg is it, or is it either? Right hind? Okay. How intermittent is it? Is it like...
He went a couple months being sound on it without any issue. And
Good. That's actually a really awesome kind of prognosis thing of usually once we rehab those, we make it so we don't have those episodes, or if we have them, they're very much spread out and they're very mild. So that's the goal. It's just like a person having bad knees. Like if we rehab that area and we build up those muscles and the supportive structures, it doesn't matter if you're predisposed to it, you may not have clinical signs. So that's the goal. Thank you for bringing in. You're going to be a good patient, right? Good patient. Yes. You skip chest day, don't you? So, rather underdeveloped pectorals. I'm unimpressed. You do a little bit more bench there, sir. But you do have a luxurious mane. Little weak in the top line, not horrible. He says, I'm not lifting that up for you. I'm not going to ask you for a sternal lift or a butt tuck, okay? Because I think that's going to blow your mind. I am going to touch you, and you're going to deal with it.
This is like basic handling 101. You passed that course, buddy.
I can't do it.
Knock it off.
You're naughty. Would it be better if we went out and he could see his friends, or would it be worse?
I don't know. We could certainly try it. It's not like he's being great in here.
Well, yeah,
and
that's like,
could
he be worse?
Yeah.
Because right now he's not
Right.
level enough for me to be like, here, let me pull on your tail.
Make this work. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and worst case scenario, even if I can't do a full eval, I can give you the exercises to do on somebody who's not up here. And we can start on that. We can reevaluate at a different time. So why don't we try outside, and then we'll go from there. Ever so slightly cowhocked, which is what it is. Some of that could be muscular weakness because we're kind of coming out like this instead of tracking straight. That can be, hey, my knees hurt, so I'm out here. I think it's more of a, we have these mild anatomical issues that have made us just chill. It's okay. We have these mild anatomical issues that have made us more predisposed to having that knee that's tracking out. And when he walks, he's walking like this instead of tracking straight. So those knees are turned out even as he's walking. Okay. So, and as he's walking, so biceps femoris is that big muscle that's on the side of the thighs.
Okay.
He's fairly underdeveloped there. So what we're going to try to do, these exercises we're going to do are going to strengthen that biceps femoris, but also strengthen these quads that are on the interior. So what we're doing is we're helping to support muscular wise to have that leg track straighter, even though we have some anatomical differences, anatomical abnormalities that are making this knee a little weaker. Does that make sense? Like, we're gonna pump you up. I haven't even adjusted you, and you're like, oh my God.
You can't even touch me. Hey, quit. No, Rocco. I seriously feel like I'm fighting with a toddler.
I think he is kind of toddler-y right now. I have a feeling this is not gonna work very well.
I'm guessing not.
Yeah. He's just giving me weird vibes.
Yeah.
So why don't I teach you the exercises on somebody who's not one?
I'm just not a dragon.
Because a lot of this, what we're doing is actually, and we've done these exercises before on a lot of the other horses, where we do the tail pull, where we're just having them shift that weight. I would love to be able to evaluate him to be like, ooh, maybe we're ready to lift the one leg up and weight shift like this and do the flamingo, because that is much more targeted to that one leg. We still do both legs, but it's like if I did squats versus I did one-legged squats. Mm-hmm. One-legged squats are gonna build up that leg a lot quicker. Okay. So we'll start with level 1 and I'll give you the basics for 1.5 and 2 and we'll see what he's willing to do. So this is actually one of the exercises, is where we're pulling and holding. He's actually got a decent amount, but there I got uncomfortable, so I stepped out. And he's actually engaging the muscle a little bit weird. Like I've never seen a horse engage the muscle quite like this. You can see that big line right here. Usually we see it more engagement over here as well. He's actually got pretty good, like, stamina for that. Like he actually, once he got comfortable, he could actually pull and hold. Kind of weak for a horse his size, but he is only 1, so you know we got that. So you see how he's engaging more up here on this side? That's more of what I want to see. So yes, we get some of that line, but we're also engaging back here. So biceps femoris is huge. It goes here to here. It's a really big muscle and it's thick. So the pull and hold, we would start on the weaker leg, which is the right. So that's where we're clinically affected. For him, he actually resisted really well. So I would go like 30 to 45 seconds with, we're gonna pull over to that right side and hold. Now, if he, as soon as we start that, if he kind of repositions, fine. Release, start over. So he's just trying to position himself. If he continues to tap dance, he's uncomfortable. So that's the time where it's, maybe we'll come back a little bit and we'll do the weight shifting. So it's not a weight shift and hold, it's just a weight shift. So that's like level 0.5 instead of level 1. So that one, make sure your chest is parallel with his thigh, and it's just gonna be a shift. You're gonna see that muscle engage there. And that's all we're looking for. I want him to have the feet planted. I don't want him dancing, but I want to be able to have that weight shifting back and forth. So that's like level 1/2. So if he's really shifting here, yeah, go back to that instead of the pull and hold. But the pull and hold, you're gonna get more bang for your buck, really. So this is something I'd want to do like 3 sets of that 30 to 45 second hold at least 3 times a week. So if you're able to get one of the volunteers on that, that's awesome. Then the next level, which I'm not even going to attempt with him right now, is where you pick up the one leg. So as you're holding, yeah. Okay, so no, I'll put it in there as a possibility of what the goal is to work up to this. So if I'm holding his leg up, his back leg up, I'm putting my shoulder into his thigh, and I'm just going to sway him. So that's level 3, really. You're gonna get a lot of progress just with the weight shift and hold. So we have to build up these muscles to be able to stabilize everything back there. So that's his limited evaluation.
Yeah, the best we can do right now.
It is what it is.
Yes. Arowyn, Arowyn. Possible soreness in her back. When we picked her up, she was a surrender. They had mentioned that she had never taken well to a saddle and that she always rides better bareback. And here, Kylie tacked her up the evaler, and she bucked with the saddle, but did fine bareback. So, don't know. Possible soreness in her back, if these saddles just aren't fitting because she's so wide and round, or a little bit of both.
Interesting. Not for any issues when she was ridden bareback.
Not to my understanding.
But when we put a saddle on her, then it was...
Then she bucks, just even on the lunge line with a saddle on. Yeah.
And the interesting part of this, I mean, I find all of it interesting, but one of the super interesting parts is that the purpose of the saddle, the bars actually distribute the weight over a larger surface area. So when you're riding bareback, you have 2 points of your sit bones that are in one spot. But obviously, if it's one of those, well, we're not sore in that area, but when we're distributing the weight.
Right, further back.
Yep, and it's often, when I see those guys, it's often in that thoracolumbar, right in here.
Okay.
So I like your size. This is perfect size for little people. Oh, you're warm.
Yeah, she's running around quite a bit.
That's nice. Found it. Okay, come on. Okay, there it is. Okay, thank you. There, okay. Super jerky butt tuck. Where it's like, woohoo! Trying to get away. You found some cockleburrs. And she's really well built. Like, she's solid. Also ready for winter. So top line is not bad. Like, she has low withers, and you're gonna have, she has low withers, and she has really prominent thoracic trapezius, so that's gonna, she's barrel shaped, and you're gonna have problems finding a saddle that fits her no matter what you do. But we're equal bilateral. It's not, we're not, and we don't have like muscle spasms, so it's not, hey, we're having pain here and we're constantly going like this. She's just thick with 2 C's. Thick with 2 C's. Ooh, dang, girl. We'll fix that for you. You actually have some pecs. Good on your triceps. Yeah. They're well put together. I'm impressed. She's not like fat. Like, she's thick, but she's not overweight. The issue, if we have like a chronic saddle fit issue, is we're finding usually the thoracic's right where the rider is sitting. We're pretty locked up and we're pretty sensitive. We don't get a sternal lift. When we're looking at more of we're just a sensitive horse, and we're reacting to that saddle being on because she's bucking on a lunge line under saddle. So we don't have any weight on there, but that was, what, L4, L3, that we were locked up. They have to be able to engage that to round out. So I'm wondering if, because she's pretty petite, if wherever that saddle was sitting, that it was actually putting pressure, more downward pressure on that L3, L4. Yeah. So if you have more of the rounded skirt, that may be different. You're going to have problems fitting her, period, because I am just so wholly impressed with how well she is moving for a 20-year-old. I see 5-year-olds that aren't moving this well. This is crazy. So I think I told you the story of Gertie before. Gertie was the draft mule that I had adjusted some of her herd mates. She was like 3 out of 5 lame on one of her hind legs. And the owner's like, it's intermittent, it looks chiropractic, you come out. And I felt her, and it was seriously like this kind of thing where I found like nothing. I found, one vertebrae that was not moving somewhere in here. One. Like, I am not going to make any difference. There's something else going on. Shit you not, damn thing walked off completely sound. Like, okay.
I feel like some are just so sensitive. One little thing wrong, it's the end of the world.
Yeah, the princess and the pea kind of thing. So that is when I started adopting I don't get to decide if this is a significant adjustment. They decide whether this is a significant adjustment.
Yeah.
And I've had other animals where it's like you adjust everything, you're like, oh my God, this is a train wreck. And it makes very little difference. I'm not for you then. Neck is fabulous. Let's see your other side. No, she says, it's horrible. You're so pretty. You need to fix your name. Gotta impress the other girls. We don't need to impress the boys. They're dumb anyway. Stay away from them. Let me check your jaw. You are really adorable. So I've had those weird ones where it's like, yeah, we have 1 thing wrong with you, 3 things wrong with you, and that's enough. So see if it helps. Okay. It's just super weird that we're fine bareback, but as soon as we get the saddle on, we're not. So that makes me think it's it's putting the pressure on areas that are too tender. So, yeah, I'll try it. You are stinking cute.
We'll give it a go. Hopefully it helps you out, because you'll fly out the door if it does.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on? It's sleeting. So it is Saturday again, and I've come in. We've got 2 more owner surrenders. So we're gonna get them off the trailer and get them into the shelter.